Now, instead of creating our pose at every single phoneme, which realistically it's going to result in thousands of times each clip, we're going to use pose libraries to make the task incredibly simple. Now, pose library is a way of storing the location, rotation, and scale of all of the selected bones, which can be called upon at any time. So, best way to think about it is a pose library is like taking a snapshot of the current pose. So let's practice. We're going to create an angry face with our character. Which is mostly going to involve the eyebrows. Feel free to make it non-symmetrical. Alright, so that is a very quick pose that is relatively an angry pose in a couple of seconds. So what we're going to do is we're going to add that to a pose library. So what we're going to do is select the bones that we've edited, and for this, that is going to be all of these down the base. We're also going to select our eyebrows and our squint bones. And we'll probably leave out the tongue and teeth. And so tongue and teeth are used for corrections, for when your body's pose is causing the teeth to intersect with the mesh. So we'll just select those ones there, and what we're going to do is press Shift L, and it comes up with pose lib add pose, and we want to add a new pose. Now, if you press F6, you will notice we've got these options over here. We've got frame and pose name. Now, frame is basically the frame that the pose is stored on. It's not going to affect your animation, it's a numeric identifier of whereabouts it is. And pose name is obviously going to be the name of your pose. So let's call this one here angry. Cool. Alright, so let's just create a couple more of these. Let's select all of these, Alt G to clear out the location. I'm just going to press Shift H to hide all the other bones we don't need. And what we're going to do is create just a couple more. Let's create a smile. I'm just creating a slightly lopsided smile. And That'll be right like that. We're going to delete these in a moment, so don't spend a lot of time on these ones, but just to get the idea of how these work. So we've got a nice little smile there. Now what we're doing now is we're selecting all of the bones, even though we haven't actually used them all, and we're going to press Shift L again, add new, F6, and you can see it's now in frame 2. If you change it back to frame 1, you're going to that's the frame that we've got our original one on, the angry. So frame 2 will create it on the angry one. I'll create it on a new frame. We're going to call this one here grin, and let's go Alt G, and let's just create perhaps a worried expression. So we'll lift the center ones up, bring these ones here down a little. Something like that will do. Most of it is conveyed with the eyes, so they are the ones that control. You'll notice that the eyebrows control most of your emotion, and the lips just tend to convey a little bit of the feeling behind it. So his mouth is slightly open, so he's kind of a bit surprised. So he's also quite worried. You can see his eyebrows come up at the middle, so that generally signifies that he's worried. And just play around with these expressions, and you can get quite a variety already set up in your pose libraries. So I'm going to press Shift L, add new, F6 to bring up my properties panel, and we're going to call this one here worried. Okay, so let's press Alt G, and now we have all of our poses there. We can press Control L with these bones selected, and with the mouse wheel we can actually just scroll through our poses. Now you'll notice down in the bottom here, probably can't read it in this tutorial, but it does say which pose you're currently selected. See, this is grin, this is worried, and this is angry. And then simply click to lock it in place. Now to browse through the poses in your library without having to select them like that, you press Alt L, and you can see here, this here comes up with angry, grin, and worried. This is actually the command to delete a pose, but it's also the quickest way that we can view all of the poses in our library. So if you want to delete a pose, simply just click on one of them and it will be deleted. And we'll just clear all of that out.